there are some untold truths in door to door sales. The earning potential in this job is unlike anything else. And I want you guys to know that there are tons of people that go out and sell for a summer and they sit in this bottom side of the bell curve. They make less than $5,000. And there's the flip side of that, that they go out and they make over $500,000 to $1 million in a summer. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you probably don't want to be average. You want to be up here on this top side. And I'm going to break down what it takes to break out of this and actually jump forward and be able to sell way more deals and make way more money than you've ever made before. Now, the next thing is that sales is a roller coaster of emotions, especially in door-to-door sales. You're going to get lots of high highs and you're going to get lots of low lows. The second thing is that this is a roller coaster of emotions, especially in door-to-door sales. A lot of people will come into it, and with knowing that earning potential, maybe they go out and they sell 4 deals and they're like, okay, this is really easy. Like, I mastered this. Why are people saying that it's a hard job? So they get up here on the really high. Then the next day they go out and sell and they don't sell anything. And right here at this low, this is where most people in the $0 to $5,000 range will quit because it gets hard. What you have to do and you have to realize is you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. But in the end of it, you have to pull your high highs down to a happy medium and pull your low lows up to a happy medium. It doesn't matter if you sold 10 the day before. The next day you're at 0. Everybody is at 0. The moment that you can pull these emotions back down to that level headed, you can be more consistent and be able to produce consistent results. If your emotions are going all over the place all of the time, it's going to be very hard for you to produce consistent results. With that being said, this is going to be a challenge that you've probably never experienced before. Most people have never pushed themselves to actually sit with their thoughts, because that's all this is just a mental battle. Everything that you do and the way that you act is going to reflect back onto you. And we'll jump into that in a second. But again, this is going to be something that if you're looking to get into it, you have to be prepared that it is a challenge. You knew it was going to be hard going into it. You just didn't know it was going to be this hard. You have to be prepared for that. So if you're doing things that you've never done before, most times this is going to feel very uncomfortable for most people. Not only the mental challenge, but when you're knocking on doors and you're talking to people, if you're not closing and you're just giving information, you're not going to be able to get that sale. And in the same way that if you and 3 buddies went camping in the middle of winter and you guys forgot to bring matches, you guys wouldn't have any fire. You're not just going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I guess we're going to freeze to death. You're going to figure something out. At the end of the day, if you're not comfortable being uncomfortable, especially looping, you have to be able to clench your butt cheeks and close. Like that is in essence what you're going to need to do. It's going to feel uncomfortable going through loops. And sometimes you're not going to do it the right way, but you gain experience. And then you can look back on those things and think, okay, I could have did this a little bit better. And you start to gain awareness of where you can improve. The next thing is that success is inevitable. And what most people will do is they will actually go out and they'll knock 10 doors and they'll get told no and they'll just quit, just like this person. But the other guy that he's like, okay, I'm just going to go find a sale. I'm going to talk to 100 people. I don't care. I'm just going to keep trying. He's going to strike the diamonds. Most people on the bottom end of the spectrum do not understand that success is inevitable. That is how it's going to work. And you have to be able to believe that 110% fundamentally, you are going to find a sale. And that is the number one trait of the top performers. They stay persistent and consistent. And not only are the top dogs very consistent and persistent, but they aren't alone. They have a team with them. Most of you guys watching this probably are very competitive because you're looking for an edge to get better than either your friends, your teammates, or whoever. You're just looking to become the best version of you and you're trying to compete. You're not going to know what is actually possible. If you're selling 4 deals a day and you've never seen anything over 7, you're not going to believe that there's people selling 10 deals a day. Being on a team will allow you to see that and break down your limiting beliefs that you have in order to push past that plateau that you might have. And this is why being on a team is so important. If you guys are looking to join a team, we do blitzes once a month. But the way that I like to think about this is you're always going to feel pressure regardless. Hypothetically, you are standing in a room and the ceiling starts coming down and the floor starts raising. And it's starting to push you together and build pressure. It's going to feel really heavy if it's just you pushing that. Same thing when you're knocking. If you're going out and knocking alone, you're going to feel a lot more pressure. You're going to feel a lot more anxious for most people. And this, I am not saying by any means to go and knock with other people. I am saying that as far as environment goes and having that team around you, that's what's going to help you. You're not selling because you need to make money. You're selling because, oh shoot, somebody else is going to get the spot filled and I want to get it first. I want to win. The last thing is that the area is not the issue. One time I was in San Diego, it was my first time in California, and I went to a gas station and I put the thing in and I tried to squeeze the handle. I had gone to 4 different gas stations and I was like, "What the heck? All of these gas stations are freaking broken. How is this possible?" And then I thought for a second I was like, "Wait, what? It's not the area, it's me. Like what am I doing wrong at these gas pumps that it's not working?" So I like sat there and I read the label and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I have to push it in, push it down, and then I pulled the thing in. Lo and behold, it worked. And the same thing with areas. People will make tons and tons of excuses. These people are too broke. They're too wealthy. They're rude in here. The weather's not right. There's just tons of different things that people will say. So once you start to take accountability and you actually start to believe that it's not the area, it's me, and I just have to become better and level myself up, that is when you'll be able to become the next level of a door to door salesperson.